All right, so write down stop, drop, and think in your journal. Stop, drop, and think. It kind of sounds like, is your journal open? Did you write it down already? Okay, cool. It kind of sounds like stop, drop, and roll, right? It has nothing to do with fires or fire drills or anything like that. Stop, drop, and think is where you literally have something going on in your life and you stop what you're doing, you drop whatever you're holding on to or whatever's going on, and you just think about that one thing. Okay, this is a strategy that I use a lot. Macy, if you could face me once you're done, remember our whole chair faces this way. Y'all can just face this way, join our community, and then drape the blanket over the other way. Okay, so do you need help doing that, or do you feel what I'm putting down? Awesome, thank you. Okay. Oh, because my heart's just cold. No, sometimes in the morning, especially after swim practice, the chlorine and the pool tank is so hot that I want to be in a cold room. But once we get riding, I'll turn it off, okay? And you got a cool avocado toast blanket, so I think you're good. Okay. So that I can get better as a teacher.
But you're recording right now?
Yeah.
Smart.
Yeah, thank you. Okay. So, yes. Look up here.
Wait.
I want to go back to the lesson, okay?
Shut up, guys.
So stop, drop, and think. To review again, it's where you stop what you're doing, you drop whatever you're holding on to. So right now, if you have a pencil in your hand, you can drop it. And you just think about one thing. Now, the reason that this is an important skill to have, not only as a writer, but as a human being in 2019, is because we have our phones in our hands all the time that constantly distract us, and we very rarely just think about one thing and what that means. This is a very high-level thinking thing to do, to actually sit with an idea and think about it. So instead of just writing about your weekend, pausing and thinking about one particular event that happened in your weekend, and think about, what is the lesson in that? Right? Like, what am I supposed to be taught in this thing? Some of you right now aren't listening to me. So my lesson is that I need to raise my voice, call you out, raise your awareness that you're not listening, or I feel like you're not listening, and then hope that it gets fixed. So I'm going to show you the writing that I did this morning. It's not done. It's not even done-ish. But usually when I do stop, drop, and think, I just start with the simple sentence, I've been thinking lately about, right? Because I have been thinking about this. So I have it like this. I put my strategy in the upper left-hand corner. I have stop, drop, and think. Today is 9/9/19. That's kind of cool. Okay. Then I said, I've been thinking a lot lately about money. People say that we don't need money to be happy, and I somewhat agree, but part of me also thinks that people who have money might feel more rooted. When you have money, you can feel like you're providing more for your family, right? And what I'm going to do is start talking about the idea of, sometimes I feel like when people pay for things, they have an expectation and they feel like they can complain or bitch about things when they go wrong, right? And I feel like when sometimes people get things for free, they don't always do that, right? So I've been thinking about that and the divide that money almost creates in society, where we have people that have a lot of things, and then we have people that don't necessarily have a lot of things. And sometimes there's bigger issues going on, right? And so that's something that I've been thinking a lot about. So that's what I decided to write about today, right? I think the thing that sparked me to actually write about it is because there's literally schools in Austin ISD that have closed down or are on their way to closing down because families can't afford to live in those neighborhoods anymore, right? And the families that can afford to live in those neighborhoods actually send their kids to private schools or charter schools and stuff like that. So the schools are literally shutting down, right? And public education was invented so that we wouldn't have a bunch of idiots walking around, right? So that people would receive a free education. You're laughing, but it's true, right? You all want to leave here and be successful human beings, not just in your career, but in your day-to-day life. So look up here. Good writers do this. Instead of just going through the motions of life, Sometimes they stop what they're doing, they drop what's going on, and they think about, so what does that actually mean? Right? So I know that I oftentimes give you a choice in what strategy you do, right? I think we have 6 strategies I've taught you so far this year.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Exactly 6. Oh my gosh. So I would love it if you could try stop, drop, and think today. If for some reason you had your heart set on a different strategy, maybe quote of the day or lyric of the day, look up, look around, lift a line, explode a line, whatever it is, you could do that. But I would really love it if you could do that. Stop, drop, and think. I'm going to give you 2 minutes, 2 minutos, to get set up into your writing zone. Look up here, 3rd period, beautiful and handsome faces up here. Hold up, stop, Caleb, freeze. We're going to try to write for 20 minutes today. Yeah. Yes!
Are we going to be reading for an hour? Can we read for an hour today?
No, we're going to read for like 32.
Can we read for 40?
I love it. Okay, 2 minutes to get set up. We are going to write for 20. We're going to stay present in the moment, and then when we get to reading, we'll get to reading. 2 minutes. Ready, set, go.